It is barely a week since the ban on public gatherings took effect among measures to curb the spread of the coronavirus. So what has changed in the way churches are organized? Nana Yao PSA has been finding out.
I'm here at the Kodesh main branch of the Lighthouse Chapel, founded by Doug Heward Mills. As you can see behind me, there are locks on the gates closing the facility. Right opposite the church is Madam Letitia's shop. She has been doing business here for a while and also has been witnessing those Sundays that I spoke to you about earlier as the churches go about their activities. Good luck. How are Sundays typically here?
Oh, the worship goes on well. A lot of people are around. People come to church, cars are parked all over. But today it's not like that. Today it's not like that at all.
And I'm sure business is usually good at another time.
When the church goes, good. Business is very good. Very, very good.
But today it isn't.
Today, not at all.
On Sundays, when you come here, the whole place is packed. People coming in. People who are coming for the second service are coming in. People who close from the first service are going out. The ice cream sellers are here. Food sellers, everybody is busy. The whole place is busy with a lot of cars moving, church going on in every cathedral here. But today is very quiet because everybody's in their house doing Facebook online.
Wow. And let's talk about this Facebook online thing. Is it really, how does it feel? I mean,
it feels very different, and I don't know, I'm not used to it, but it's quite different. It doesn't really feel like Sunday today even.
It doesn't feel like Sunday?
No.
At the Winners Chapel International Branch, Accra North Industrial Area, the situation is virtually the same. There are very few cars parked here. In fact, very few individuals in the neighborhood itself. Not typical of Sundays here. I'm joined here by two members of the Winners Chapel International. So you dressed and you came here anyway?
I came here just because I have nowhere to go. Normally on Sunday I used to come in this place to worship my God. So as the authority have said, no more church, but still I still have that desire for me to come. Even the church is closed, just to stand at the gate of the church. No problem.
I pray God make this thing end to the next week. I pray say the church will start. Yeah, will start. Because God, you see, these people, they bring sickness. God is the healer. My prayer, I will still pray to God. To next week, they will start the church. They said, no, me, I can't hear this morning. I go to the top, I pray, I talk to my father. So I can't do house, no. Even though the church is not going by as they around, I'm okay.
Main branch of the Royal House Chapel in Accra, 10,000 seater capacity, barely 9 people here for a quick prayer, respecting rules of social distancing and enforcing laws as given by the temporary ban on public gatherings.
Meanwhile, the General Overseer of the International Central Gospel Church, Pastor Dr. Mensa Otabil, says there's going to be 4 critical weeks for Ghana in the wake of the coronavirus outbreak. He is, as a result, urging everyone to do everything possible to stop the spread of the disease by adhering to the outlined preventive measures rather than giving in to fear. Preaching on what he calls through the valley of the shadow of death, Pastor Dr. Mensa Otabil exhorted Christians with the Psalms 23, 1-4, explaining that the times in which we find ourselves now will pass, no matter how fearful they appear.
In the midst of danger, has given us the tools to be protected from destruction and from danger. So when we hear things like banning flights and quarantining, and we hear things like border closure and planes not flying, it is part of God's process to keep us safe. Thy rod and thy staff. The virus does not just get people. It doesn't have that power. It cannot run into your room. It cannot run into your house. It cannot just hide in you and destroy you. No. Thankfully, it has to be brought to you. Or you have to take it to somebody. Isn't that amazing that we know how to stop it? Thy rod and thy staff. God says, if you don't want the danger, I'm going to give you the means to keep the danger away. And I'm going to give you the ability to keep yourself from danger. That's why we're all washing our hands and sanitizing and keeping social distances. And let's not joke with that, because, you know, we can pray all we want, but if we ignore the rod and the staff of God's protection, we will be in danger. David did not say, oh, I will not fear because you are with me, and that's it. God will protect me. I can live as dangerously as I want. No, he says, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The thing that keeps the enemy away and the thing that keeps me away from the enemy. So take it serious. Take this time serious. I don't know how this thing is going to play out in Ghana. All I can say, and I think just based on my own knowledge, that there is going to come a critical 4 weeks, probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks, critical 4 weeks. And we have to do everything we can to let the rod and the staff be at work. And if we can do that, we would see what happens when God protects us in the time of danger. That will be my message.
Pastor Mensa Otabil also assured the plague is not proof of the end of the world, as many across board are suggesting. He urged Ghanaians to adopt positive attitude towards the danger facing Ghana to enable all of us get through it.
3 weeks ago, we thought China was going to die in the valley. But just the last week, we have seen China emerge from the valley of the shadow of death. They didn't stay there. They walked through. And we will walk through too. And we will come through this valley. We will not stay in this valley. We will not be buried in this valley. We will walk through. It's a terrible time. It's an anxious moment. It's a fearful moment. It's a time where you feel like, oh God, the world is coming to an end. May I assure you, the world is not coming to an end. We will walk through the valley of the shadow of death.